Good morning, everybody. With this video, I would like to introduce you to the main features and functions and automatization of our application Stavario. Stavario consists of three interfaces, which I will show you just right now. The first one is the mobile app, which is intended basically or mainly to the craftsmen, subcontractors, and all people that are physically present in a building site, right? So this is basically what I'm showing. I hope you're seeing my mobile phone. This is the app that they have available, the mobile app. The second interface that we have is the web application that you can see here right now, and it can be opened anywhere you like, such as laptops, mobile phones, tablets. This interface is the so-called ERP system, where basically you can gather all data, filter it, organize it. You as a company can see all the information that is inside the system. In this interface, you have, for example, the dashboard, where you can find all the daily updates and information, and then all the other modules, including the profile configuration. So basically, you have here the dashboard with the current information, projects, site battery, personnel, tools and plans, tasks, materials, and then reports, documents, and settings, of course, of the system. The third interface that we offer is the interface for the client or the technical supervisor, which is basically this one, or any other specialist that cooperates together with the client. So basically, this is the interface where you provide to the outworld, let's say, to your client, and you show him just limited information, basically the information you want him to see. Okay. So how this system starts initially? It all starts with the workers or the personnel arriving early in the morning to work and opening the Stavario application, which is what I will do right now. So basically, just 1 second. You can see here then, they just go out, open the Stavario application, right, and log in. So you get they choose on the arrival button, choose the project where they're arriving at. So let me choose this one, the first one. I'll take a picture, right? Okay. Okay, and the system will just welcome him to work. In case they don't have an available mobile phone, they can log in on any other device, but by just using their login details. Basically, they can go out here and log out here and just log in with their own details, right? In the application, they will be able to find all the main functions of Stavario, starting with the attendance, which we just saw, right? They will just have to, as I told you, just click on the arrival, choose the project where they will be working at the day, take a picture, and that's it. They have successfully logged in. Okay. During the day, they will be able to register their breaks if you want, register their holidays, illness, or if they are moving to other site, they can just click on it, and you will be able to record as well this type of information for the attendance records. Okay. Once the workers have checked into the different sites from the ERP system, for example, then you as a company or the site manager will be able to check on the dashboard where the person is, at what time he registered, and if they register at the place they were supposed to, right? So I have logged in recently 11:33 a.m. as Peter Novak, right? And I registered to here Narodziny Dums Korotice, which is the project name, right? So if I click in here, I will be able to see then my own working card or personal card, right? And you will be able to see here all the information from Peter Novak. First name, surname. You'll be very important here is to have the hourly wage, if there are any working hours in here, but you will see personal data as well. Phone number, email, account number, number of children, even clothing size, shoe size. This is really important, you know, in case you're providing to your employees every year clothes and boots for security reasons or anything, you can just download the information from here and you won't have to ask every time you want to buy such. Here in the documents of the worker as well, you will be able to find any type of documents from workers' contract, from pay slips, any type of certificates that they have and that they have to renew it, for example, every year, to all the documents you're able to put an expiration date. So the system itself will warn you when this document will expire, right? Very important here to mention as well, not only you can see the worker's information in here, but the worker himself and the application. If he goes here on the top left and take a look at the document, he will be able to see either unread documents, signed documents. So you have here, for example, the worker's contract, any certificate, or any refused documents. Probably he refused to sign the worker's contract as he didn't like it or whatever. He will be able to have the information in here as well. This is very important. Why? Because in case there's a control day that comes to the working site, every worker will be able to have its information updated and any documentation there to be shown. Yeah. Now, if we want to take a look at the reports or the records of our attendance module, we will just click on personal records, and here you can see everything that has been updated on the system when it comes to attendance. Either sick leave, if you don't want to see it, you can just ignore this, right? And you can take a look also, let's just ignore holidays. You can take a look that today, basically, Borislav Isaac or Peter Novak, myself, have just logged in at 11:33. Well, this could be really a warning sign for you. For example, I logged into this project site, which has a different address, and I have just logged in 280 kilometers from that site, which could be a warning sign. You could call the employee and ask him, hey, why did you log in so far from the project site? Okay. Connected to the personnel or attendance records, of course, you'll find reports. You can find here reports filtered by hours worked in general per employee, or you can divide or find reports by hours worked on a certain project. So let's click here on a certain project. You can click on any group of people or selected people, okay? And choose the project where you want to check it out. So here we have from the 1st of January 2021 to the 2nd September, and here you will be able to find the list of all the people that you selected divided by the projects that you have selected as well. So yeah, in resume, then you will be able to see here all the reports either by hours worked on the project or hours worked in general, right? Here in the reports, you can see also reports based on the contract. So basically, the hours worked by your workers, any invoices that you have added to the system, materials, if you have lended any materials, you can include it on the expenses report, rentals, etc., and the total, excluding VAT, of the current expenditure of every project here. Now, as soon as the first worker logs into a certain project, okay, a daily log at the site diary will be automatically created. So if we go here to the site diary, daily logs, we'll be able to see here, I think I logged in here, Skorotice Letrunk, a daily log was logged in for today's date because I came to that project, okay? So if we go then, if we want to fill this in, we can just enter. So we will see here the weather. Right now it will take into account, I will show you better a completed site diary, but here the weather, you will just choose a certain amount, certain time that you want to include in there. So let's say at 10 a.m., right? Then at 11 a.m. and later on, it will just download the information there and you will be able to see it. I want to show you better completed daily log because you will be able to see all the information that will be there. So let's give it a try with this one, which was filled in on the 31st of August, signed by all people. So here you can see then, of course, the weather at 7, at 12, at 4 p.m. It will be downloaded from the nearest meteo station based on the address you have put on the project, which I will show you later. Okay. Persons on site. Here, either you can add a person or based on the attendance module, every person that has logged into that project on that day will be shown in here automatically. If not, you can just add a person manually. That's no problem. Now, plant records. Here you will be able to just write down which type of machinery has been used. So, truck, pig, used, anything, basically what you want to write down. Also, if you have any subcontractors, they will have their own folder and will be able to write down as well any machinery or plants that they used on that day. Now, materials and products and supplies. What we want to do in the future is to connect with the model of materials, and you will just here click on load data, and based on any slips that have been created that day for that concrete exact project, it will download automatically the list of materials used. Right now, you just have to write it down manually. When it comes to the work done, of course, here you have then, again, divided by subcontractors. Everybody will write down what they have been doing in that case, right? And just add the joint comments, and here you will see all the joint comments of the work done. Any other business, mainly here, any type of important things that occurred during that day. If you have a controlling day on the construction side, you can just write it down here. Any attachments that you want to have, right? If a document came that day or any pictures you want to add to that exact daily log, you can do it here, right? Then you as a site manager will just sign it in here and go back to the daily log. And you can send here a notification, notify others. That means that you will send a notification to the client that something has been done and that he needs to check it. In this case, for example, Mr. Joseph Benesch, let's say he's the client, he will be able to check in here all the information that was written down in the daily log. He will not be able to edit it. He will be able only to comment in case he doesn't agree with something. If he agrees with everything, he will just sign it and click on save. And that's it. There you have the daily log filled in and finished. There is a possibility as well for the site managers, in case they have access to the mobile application. Let me just activate it once again, to fill in the daily log directly from the mobile application. So they go then to the top left side again, click on construction diary, right? And they will see the same list as they would see on the computer. So basically, this is mine, Rodinny Dum Skorotice, and you can see that he's able as well to fill in here all the information that you would like to have, right? Now, when you want to write in here, in case the mobile phone has the option to activate the dictaphone, or how is it called, you can just tell them, I'm going to try to do it here. No, well, I don't have it activated, but you can activate it and just tell the phone what you want to write down, and he will write it automatically. That would be no problem at all. We have this function kind of activated, let's say, where you can use it. He will just click on save in here, and that's basically it. Now let's go to the projects module. Here you will be able, this is one of the first things that you have to do as a owner of a company, or when you start to use the system of Stavario, because all the other modules, site diary, personnel, tools and plants, tasks, and materials are connected to a certain project. Okay, so here in the projects module, you will be able to find all necessary details about it, such as the address, which is important for the weather information, the attendance, etc. So let's try to open here, or let's just create a new project. We just go on the top right side, add entry, and you see site code, very important, the name, mandatory, house test, let's say. Then search on a map. Here you can go Paris, let's say France. Okay, it's really important. The tolerance in meters. This number, it's very important when it comes to the attendance records, because based on the tolerance that you want to give your workers, they can log in within this red circle, and it will be okay, right? And then if you want to create directly a building diary or a site diary, just click on there and create warehouse, right? You would just click on save. I don't want to do it because we're right now in a live system. and you will find then here the created project. If we open this one, for example, then you have any responsible users. Here you can include all the site managers that will be responsible for this project. Okay, any notification recipients. So again, any users that can have access to this project and want to receive notification, remarks regarding the project itself, any invoices that have been added or will be added to the system, to the project, will be added in here. Type of documents, if you have the order, uh, any contracts regarding this project will be added here. Tasks, we will check that later, that have been created regarding this project. Weather for the following days, and so on. And pictures, very important, pictures taken, right? These pictures, they can either be uploaded, right, from here, from the computer, or they can be uploaded by the workers directly from the application. So you can tell your workers, hey, every day I want 3 pictures from you. So they will come here to the application, again, top left side, photos. They will choose the project they're working at, right? And then they will just start to take pictures, right? Okay, and then click on the bottom right side. If they are connected to the Wi-Fi net, it will be synchronized automatically. If not, they can just click on synchronize if they want. Okay, and basically, so the project is Rodziny Dum Skorodzice. I will just erase that right now because it's a live project. So I will see here on progress photos, Rodziny Dum Skorodzice. You can see here then all the pictures are filtered by projects, and you can see here my pictures basically. I will just delete them right now because as you can see, it's really a live project, and just delete. Right? Now, to go really quick on the last modules that I haven't mentioned, here we have the option to control the lending of any tools or plans from the company. So you have here a record or a list of tools. You can see which ones are on hire, which ones are available, and how the employees do this. They do it from the application again. So we go here to the app. Just one second. We go back here, warehouse tools and plant. Okay, so I'm looking for a certain tool at the warehouse right now, and I'm looking for this, I don't know, this type of tool. So I know that this tool has code 084. So I will go then to the application. Let me just put it smaller. Okay, click on the bottom right side to either take a picture. I want to scan either the code, right? Or I know that the tool has the code 084, so I will just enter tool 084. Okay, right? So I can see a picture. Yes, that's a tool that I want to lend right now. We'll click add. This is the list. I can either add another tool, right, to have a list of tools that I want to lend for that day, or I can just click on pick up. So I will pick up. I will choose the project where I'm going to use this tool. Date of return, if you want to write it down, that's okay. If not, it's not necessary. Just click OK. I will sign it, right? And you can see that the system has successfully confirmed that I have successfully picked up this tool, and I have it on the list of tools that I currently have, right? This module is very important for the construction companies because, as you know, every year you lose a lot of tools. You're always lending it to your employees and never know when they lend it, when they started using it, when they gave it back, where they are using it, and so on. So you have the list, you know, who's using it, on which project. You can also add any types of documents regarding the tools and plans. So let me just choose here a concrete one. One second. So I'm going back to the records tools. I'm going to open this one, for example, and I have here a list of documents. So either you have a certificate, a guarantee paper, anything, maintenance guarantee, confirmation, and so on. You can just write down expiration date, as you can see. Okay. Directly from these tools and plans, you can create a task. So if this machinery or this hammer or whatever has a problem, you can please send to maintenance. Right. You will assign it directly to a certain employee. That employee will receive a notification on the mobile app, and he will start to resolve this as soon as he gets this. Right. As you can see, all the modules are connected one to each other, basically. Now, when we go to the tasks, here, what we wanted to do is to create a three-way communication, not only between you, the construction company or the managers, and your workers that are on site, but also between you and your client, or the client and you, right? It's a three-way communication. Basically, if you need any type of documentation from your client, you can create a task for him. Or if the client wants to postpone something or talk to you about the current forecast or whatever, he can create as well a task for you. Okay, so I don't know if we just take a look here, a new task that has been created on the 30th. You can see here that Office is currently talking to the client. Okay, so here, okay, it's written in Czech, but it says, hi, we have a question regarding the current date where this project has to end. Okay. Now the client is answering something, and then we're again answering to him, waiting currently for his answer of that. So it's a three-way communication. Every day that you come at the office, you will check the dashboard. Here on task, you can see there's a new task. So you will be able to see here again filtered by the project, by who it was created by. So you can see created by the client, it's on blue, created by the administrator, it's on red, or by the employee on green. Okay, so if the employee creates a task, usually it's because he will be needing some material for the next day, for example, or a problem occurred and so on. Okay. Last but not least is the model of material. So you have basically a central warehouse where you have a certain amount of material, and you just want to divide it between the different projects. So if you have a ton of sand, you want to divide it between projects, you can do that. It's really helpful because it helps you to control, to take a look at where the material is being used. Also, this material has a certain price, so this price of the material used on a certain project will be included as well on the report of the contract, right, of the current expenses. So it's also a good way to kind of see if you're on budget or not. Okay. Also, Stavario offers a list of prepared documents. So in case you need any type of document, for example, for a new working contract, a new order template, and anything, you can just create it. Let's say you go here directly to the personnel, to a certain person, okay? Let's say Marta Lurusichka. Right, so here we have again the document template. So I want to create with him a contract, right? Unlimited contract, unlimited time contract. So here you have then the working contract, and you will just fill in these details on the right. You go down here, you can send to the employee to sign this working contract, or if it's an order for material, you can send this order material to the client to be signed, right? So it's all connected. It will again sign it. You will see it here on the dashboard. So any documents overview, you'll be able to see that, okay, he signed it, or I have to kind of accept it, and so on. Now, I forgot to show you a little bit when it comes to the client's interface. So here we have the client's interface. As you can see, it's a really limited interface because you want to show the client only something. So for him, it's very important to see the site diary. So any daily logs that have been registered, you have it here. Any tasks that have been created for him, he will be able to see it here. As you can see, this client right now is just a test, so it's Pavel Doleshal. He doesn't have any tasks created. But then any pictures of the projects he's involved in, or he's the client, he will be able to see the pictures as well. Okay. As I showed you before, the daily log. Also, if you want to give him access to any employees that are currently at the project he's in charge of, or it's his project, you'll be able to see it, to show it to him as well, and any documents of the project, of course. Here on the site diary, if we go back, so let's take this one that it's, let's say, filled in by the site manager. So he will be able, as he told you, he'll be able to see here the information, right, of people who was there, and will be able just to comment, not to edit anything, right? He will just sign it, click on save, and that's it. This is Stavario, guys. In case you have any questions, just reach to us. We haven't any problem to prepare a presentation for you guys. Thanks for your attention.